at your paragraph 21, because you reference another annexure there. And that annexure, you say that Brigadier Mkwanazi, and I'm reading from your statement, quote, also stated that CAT VIP had provided protection for the mayor and for the proceedings during the State of the City address by Alderman Tanya Campbell in 2022. Do you see where I'm reading?
Correct, Commissioner.
And for
information here, and they will go and do law enforcement, arrest people in Hammanskraal. They will go to KZN, they will go to Free State, they will actually arrest, and it will all be good successes according to them because there's arrest in that. But they acted completely out of scope. They do criminal investigations, which is the sole capability of the South African Police Service. They have no powers to do criminal investigations at all, but they were doing it.
According to JM13, tendered by Chief Mapieye, that entity is not one of the 10 listed there. Do you know who Bad Boys Security is or was at the time?
Bad Boy Security is a security company which I know of them. They're in Johannesburg and a little bit on the East Rand as well. I don't know further than that. I know them. It's like a private security company that I sometimes see their vehicles. And CAT VIP Security at that date and time, I didn't know them at all. I know them now. It is, I thought I mentioned the headings, but what these officers did in effect, what was alleged by the victim, is that they entered his shop, which is in Benoni, diagonally across the fire station. They entered into his shop and they confiscated boxes and boxes of cigarettes, which they claimed he is illegally in possession with. And they then arrested him as well. So they took the boxes of cigarettes and him. They traveled down Pretoria Road towards the Benoni police station side. And when they got to the N12 in Benoni, where Pretoria Road and N12 intersect, they let this man out of the vehicle. They took his cell phone and 200 Rand. And they told him to run away into the veld because he was a foreigner. I didn't know if he was legal or illegal, but he was a foreigner. And they then let him go. The specific Kershaw Stolz then, she went to Benoni police station, where in the police station in the 13, which is the evidence register, she handed in one box of cigarettes. As if she, and her words were in that document where she handed in, it was picked up in the veld. And she collected it in the veld.
A box?
This came in that same month still, this complaint, and it came from him as well to inform us that there's an incident which took place in the Hillbrow, Kensington, Johannesburg area. But this is followed up at that moment in time. It was just informed from Mr. Makagula that this incident took place. We call it just the precious stones. But at a later stage, we received a notification from a lawyer firm that they intend to sue the city in a civil claim for the loss of this. And everything that Mr. Makagula told us is contained in this claim against the city for the loss of this. I think it was 45 million Rand that was stolen. The complaint and from the claim itself, that claim was received. The sheriff of the court tried to serve it on me. And I then indicated my office in Kempton Park, and I then indicated to the sheriff, but I'm not the correct person to serve documents on. You must serve it on either the chief of police or you must serve it on the city's head office in Germiston. And I redirected him then to where the chief of police office is. And he went and served it on the chief of police office. That I know has happened. And this is one of the matters where the chief of police took this claim and he went to the city manager. And this has been reported to the chief to me. When he took it to the city manager to say to her, here's a civil claim where the same group of officers are involved again, the city manager made it off as if the chief of police is directly going after Brigadier Mkwanazi. And she lambasted him. That's what he informed me. She lambasted him and we should step out of this matter and not get involved into it at all. But from the claim itself, what I can deduce from that is that in the claim is that it was precious stones, and at that stage in my life I only know that diamonds is precious stones, but this is Sugilite, which looks like dirty rocks to me, but it's apparently a very expensive precious stone as well. And the owner of these rocks or precious stones was, what I understand, was in the process of exporting it out of the country, and he already had approval for that. And then our officers arrived on scene in uniform. What they did is, they went before that to the South African Police Service police station in the area. They signed on in the SAPS OB, and then from there, they took SAPS forms, a yellow form of how evidence get disposed of that have been impounded. They took that, go to this person, and then took the stones away from him as if it is being, he's in possession of precious stones that by law he may not be, and they're going to impound this. So they took this away from him. And then they gave him this form to say, but, you know, yes, your receipt and proof that we took it away. And he, when he went to complain to the police doesn't know about this at all. And then eventually the matter was escalated and reported to IPID. And when IPID saw his CCTV photos and video, they immediately can see it's the same officers that is from EMPD, and they linked them in that manner. And that case has criminally also not been resolved that I know of at all. And the civil claim side is that I just know that it's been handed over to the city manager, and then it went to Bihari. Thereafter, I don't know what happened with it at all.
Now, do you know if any arrests of EMPD members were made in respect of...
No arrest for this matter that I know of has been made.
And
they were at the scene itself on the photos. There were civilians, or a civilian, that later on, that civilian gets mentioned more and more because he's a civilian that he works and operates as if he's a Metro Police officer with them the whole time. But there was no arrest that I know of for this matter.
Okay.
Commissioner, you said IPID deals with criminal issues, but EMPD and by extension the municipality deals with HR issues. Were these officers ever suspended or subjected to any HR-related disciplinary process?
Not for this matter so far. There is one matter where, the very next one, but for these matters, nothing has been done yet to them.
And lastly, do you know whether or not these semi-precious stones were ever recovered, or you do not know any progress on that matter?
From my knowledge to date, it's never been recovered.
Thank you.